Good evening, everyone. Hope you can hear me okay. Oop, why did that stop? Why did that stop? Weird. Weird. Oh, I guess I turned it off. Oh well. How's everyone doing tonight? I rushed into my office tonight. Yeah, I was a little busy. A little busy right before this. So, here I am. I made it. I made it. I'm alive. I went to, in the summertime, we free range our chickens. And basically, we just open up the coop and the run. We have a secure closed run, but in the summer, during the day, we let them out. But I went to let them back in and found out that there was 4 missing. And usually they're pretty good. They stay together. They don't wander off or anything. And whenever we have this big bag of mealworms, we use to basically, they're trained. If they hear the bag of mealworms, they all come running. Well, 4 of them didn't come, so I got really worried and ended up looking around, and finally they came around. I don't know where they were, how far away they were, but they got to where they needed to be, so that's all that really matters, I guess. All right, so I mentioned in this morning's episode that I would do some of this. I did not get time to do it. So here we are, pretty much exactly, well, maybe I did a little bit off camera, but not much at all. Maybe 5 minutes worth, 5-10 minutes worth. It's okay though. We're almost done with kind of the core chores for September, and then we'll move on shortly. I just need to get some fertilizing done. That's the only thing that I'm worried about right now. Got 85,000 bucks. 85,000 dineros. We gotta get some stuff done, and we're gonna start planning. We're gonna start planning the pig farm. It might be a little bit yet before it gets all set up, but that's okay. DJ PCO's World, how's it going? Thank you for dropping in. Just keep feeding more and more straw into this production here. There's quite a bit in there now, I think. Let's have a look. No, not that one. This one. What do we have in here? Oh, not that much. I thought there was a lot more than that. Oh well. That's cool. That's cool. We're back to Zielonka. I missed it a bit. I am currently, I want to call it in a little bit of a funk. Not quite sure where to go next with stuff, what series to do next. Got a pile of ideas, but nothing that just jumps out and says you gotta do this next, And I do feel like I need a new series starting soon. So yeah, I'll figure it out. Montana Kitty, hello. How you doing? Got Salem's Rest back there. Oh no, sorry, Salem's Sanctuary. I keep getting the two mixed up. And we're just finishing up that oat field, and then I gotta check fertilizer status, and we gotta get this field drilled. Let's unload though. Let's unload this guy. I think we need a better grain cart of sorts. The family is doing well. We're doing pretty good. We got my stepdaughter is now in the final week of having her cast on, so just one more week, and she is resting and relaxing. After that, I think she's going to have to do some physio or something. I'm not sure how it's going to play out. Not sure how soon she can go home. She's got to be able to manage, right? She lives on her own, so she needs to be able to manage by herself, so we'll have to make sure that she's ready to go home. I think mentally she's ready, but physically not quite there. Well, we'll see. I am doing better. I'm doing... I got the news this week that they will not be going ahead with my knee surgery, which is good and bad. Bottom line is the repair that they want to do would not help. So I have arthritis in my knees, and it's whether they do the surgery or not, I'm still gonna have the knee pain. So just a stage of getting older, I guess, and me abusing my knees. I have all my life abused my knees. I've carried way too much weights. Not like a weightlifter, but I'm a big man, so I'm strong. Well, I was strong, I guess. So I used to do stupid stuff, lifting way too much weights. And then I played a lot of hockey, did a lot of skiing, a lot of downhill skiing, a lot of canoe camping, portaging, heavy, carrying boats and whatnot. Anyways, long story short, I'm just kind of giving all the news, but yeah, looks like it's just it's going to be the way it's going to be. So the good news is now I know. Now I know exactly what the problem is, what can or can't be done. It's all clear now, and I can mentally adapt. So it's fine. I'll just adjust my lifestyle a little bit. There's certain things I'll have to give up on, but there's maybe new things I can do, right? So maybe I'll be able to do more episodes. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. All right, I think we're almost done here. We're just gonna grab up the rest of the straw. Then I gotta get the seed drill onto this field as well. I kind of forgot about that. We'll be a little busy still in September, but we'll be able to move on to next month soon. E-bike, yeah, I gotta get on my e-bike. I'm also gonna figure out how to get out onto the water paddling with my kayak. I just have to figure out how to do it, like I just have to, I gotta get a cart for the kayak instead of carrying it over my head. I gotta, stop at the portages, but I can, certainly get into the boat and paddle around the lake. That's not gonna hurt my legs. So we'll do a bit of that. And then probably gonna set up for physio. I'm gonna get some knee injections to manage the pain a bit. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I bought 2 pieces of land in the episode this morning. But I don't think I'm going to do anything with them quite yet. I still have to raise up some money to be able to, be prepared for the pigs. There's no point setting everything up and then not being able to get the pigs because we can't feed them and all that. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of work there. And, yeah. Okay, that's finished. We'll obviously come just short of being able to pick up all the straw. You know how it works. Usually the way it goes. Now we've got some stuff for sale. Actually, I wanted to talk to you guys. So who's on? How many people we got online? Maybe I'll wait till a little bit later to talk about it. I want to talk about a little bit about the future of this series and some of the changes I talked about this morning. And just I want your feedback. I want to understand, you know, what you think. So yeah, but we'll talk about it a bit later when there's more people on. I'm only seeing six right now. Usually we're around the 25 to 30 mark on most live streams, but people usually trickle in, right? Oh my goodness, is this gonna fit? This is actually gonna fit, maybe. I bet you it doesn't. I bet you there's a little bit left over. Okay, where do I park this thing? I really gotta get working on my sheds. Let's pop this over here for now. Okay, is this gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? Yes, look at that. Nice. Add room for another 19 liters. That's a weird place for that guy to stop. We'll get him into the next field in a minute. Now I do need straw for the cows. I'm gonna need food for the cows, so we're gonna deal with that shortly. We need to empty those 2 trailers though to be able to do it. The two other trailers on the that are currently with the Massey. Hey, Eduardo Farmer, how are you doing? We're back on Zielonka. All right. I think that's going to be it for this guy. For now, where do I want to put this? I can't use this to bring the TMR to the cows because it's too big. So I think we're gonna just pop it over here. Watched this morning. Thank you. Thank you. It was kind of nice getting back to this series. All right. What's next? What's up? What's happening? We're gonna do oats again in that other field. Now we got to get fertilizing. That's the only thing left after, well, obviously after drilling the field, but it's the only thing left to do. Hey, Artemis. How are you this evening? Let's get right on this right away. More oats. Okay. Hey, J&B Chateau. How are ya? J&B. All right, come on. You can do it. All right, let's pop up the menu for a second here. Which thing am I on? I am on a left side tip. Doing good, just trying to figure out what I want to make for dinner. I made some beef and broccoli for dinner tonight with some bok choy from our garden and some onions and some rice, thick rice noodle pasta like the type you would get with a pad thai. It was delicious. I like to cook. I like to cook. Not always, though. Sometimes I just want, you know, whatever. I am the primary chef in the house. My wife cooks too, but I'm the guy. All right, so let's get TMR. Let's get some TMR delivered while all this is going on. Hey, Aussie Farms. Sympathize with my knee issue. Yeah, thank you. Fertilizing. What am I going to do? How am I going to fertilize? I've got a few options. Oh, I got to sell some animals too. We'll do that today. No, this is what I want. I want the cow barns. Lily's Rest. We have some slurry. We have a bit of manure, not a lot though. So, yeah. And here there's barely any. So I think... sorry, excuse me. I'm an old guy with arthritic knees. Yeah. I'm an old guy apparently with arthritic knees too, and that's why they won't do the surgery. It would just be a waste. So, just, you know, it's management. It's all about management. New realities. All right, I'm gonna run over. We're gonna pick up. I'm gonna pick up the fertilizer spreader. I think we'll use normal fertilizer, or not normal, but solid chemical fertilizer, I guess. I'm trying to remember where I put the spreader though. It's somewhere in here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Oh, I don't have much in here, do I? I should start making some. That's what I should do. Hang on a second. Hang on just a minute. Just a minute. Farm supply. Digestate solid fertilizer. What do I need for that recipe? I need lime. I don't, I guess I could make lime. I could make my own lime, right? Because I do have a stone facility. Oh, I gotta think about that. I gotta think about that for a minute. I'm doing good, Aussie Farms. I'm doing very good. Should I do this? Should I make lime? I gotta think about it. Let's just buy some solid fertilizer for now. I think we've got a bag here. Is it hard to change the name of your channel? J&B Chateau was for John and Becky House, so I'm thinking of changing it since he only watches from above now. Oh dear. Changing your channel is not hard. What's hard is getting everybody up to date on where your channel went. It depends what you've got on the channel. If you don't have much, if you're not doing much videos, it's not a big deal. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy to do. But it's just, you know, if you change your brand and you have a channel, like I've considered changing mine quite a few times. Just a little bit. Krustoo Farms or Farmer Krustoo or something like that. But, let's grab a few bags. I think we'll just take 4. Sorry to hear about Becky. Oh, we're full. Well, I guess I didn't need to buy that much. We'll probably need to change this configuration, but it'll do for now. Fertilizer's great money, do it. I should. I'm just wondering if I should start up another stone, you know that thing I'm using for stones up top by the sawmill? Wondering if I should build another one of those just down here. Thinking about it. Okay, let's check this. Let's check the fields. I don't want to do stuff I don't need to do, right? Soil comp. Weeds. Okay, this needs to be fertilized, that needs to be fertilized, this needs to be fertilized. All right, let's just go. This shouldn't take very long. Okay, TMR. Man, I can't wait for my trees to be grown. Actually, we're going to do something tonight. I was thinking about it today. We are going to start, even though we don't have the products to actually develop, we can put in the we can put in a strip of housing that I was considering doing for all construction projects, and I know where I want to do it, at least for the test few of them. We're going to be doing a lot on this map, so yeah, we'll set up, we'll kind of run a pilot on how it could work. All right, TMR, we have lots of it. Now, for those who did not watch this morning's episode, bit of a rule change we put in for this series, and that is I had been running without any distribution. The plan has changed. I've enabled distribution between productions, and the main reason for it is just how much work I'm going to have to do to keep up with this farm. The bigger it gets, it's going to get huge, and it's going to be really overwhelming, and it just makes sense to facilitate some stuff. All right, let's get this one done first. Oh boy, that's a bit of a bump. Oh, silage. What did I do? I didn't want silage. Oh man. Okay. Well, oops, can't go this way. Well, that was boneheaded. I need the silage to make the TMR. Ooh, I can't side dump here, can I? Oh boy. Okay, I gotta make some changes. Dun, 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 dun. Tip side back. Yeah, tip side back. I'll have to switch it again after. There we go. Get back in there. It's gonna bump into the next trailer. No, I think it's gonna be okay. And then we'll switch to the next one. Tip side back. Okay, I'm gonna switch back again. We'll move it to the left. And finally this one, we'll move it back to the left as soon as it's finished. Then we'll load up TMR like we were supposed to. I gotta wait for it to be all the way down, I guess. Well, I can start driving now. Okay, tip side will go back to being left. Why left and not right? I don't know. I find it just makes it easier. Oh, slow down. All right, now it's silage. TMR, we have 806,000 liters of TMR. We have lots, we're good. And we're going to continue to create a lot. Like, we're just going to keep pumping it in there. We're not going to wait till we run out. Got some grass to mow. We'll do that in October. That's going to be a lot of picking up. Oh boy. It's a bit of a problem there. Whoa, whoa. What the heck? Get down. Jeez. Okay. Have I tried the realistic animal mod? No, I have not. I have not. For a couple of reasons. One, I haven't had a chance to, and oh man, what am I doing? Uh-oh. It's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare. No. Okay, we're good. Okay, here we go. A little cozy in here. So no, I haven't had really had a chance to look at it. I was excited to hear about it. That said, I have heard several rumors that it's buggy and problematic. So I think before I even get involved with it, I'm going to wait for an update. But it looks awesome. It looks really awesome. There's a fence there. Yeah. Supposed to say you can't park there. Alright, I'm gonna do 2 loads in each for now. I really wish I could do a lot more though. One of my vehicles is ready. Hang on. What's finished? Oh, this is finished. Did it not do the tip? Up here? That's weird. Okay. I haven't tried any problems yet. Just started on a new map. Yeah, well, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. I should have enough to do that. I might have to refill after this field, though. Alright, let's get this load into this one, and then we'll head over to the other barn. Both of them will need some. This is one of those things where if I could do it offline, you know, off camera, just repeat this loop over and over and over again. Alright, let's see if I can go in easier this time. Kinda does a little jump there for some reason. Alright, let's unload. I don't know how much we have in here actually. Let's have a look. This is Salem Sanctuary. We have 121,000. We'll have about 150,000 when we're done here. Maybe a bit more. Oh, camera angles indoors. A little tricky. Now these will hold... these will hold what? What are we looking at? 400,000, I guess? Probably. So, yeah. That's all right. 180. Oh, we're going to have quite a bit more than I thought. 180,000. Okay, that'll be good for today. You need auto drive. You can set up a course. It'll do it for you. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. I'll be honest though. I'm when I have to map it all out, you know, and create routes and stuff, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. Alright, let's head over to the other barn. I think we're gonna next up after we'll do 2 loads at the other barn as well, and I think what we'll do after that is we're gonna have a look at our livestock and see what we should sell. There's some that are starting to lose value, so I would like to sell them before they do that. Let the young ones, leave room for the young ones to grow. Oh boy, this is gonna be a little tight. Alright. Let's get both of them going at the same time. And for this one, which is Lily's Rest, we'll probably have roughly the same numbers, so we'll be good. The meadow is much smaller here, though. So these guys here are still fairly young, so I'm not worried about selling those. These ones here, 39 months, they peak at 35 or 36, I think, and then they get too old. They start to lose value. So I think we're going to sell these ones today. Maybe we'll buy some, take the money we get from that and buy a bunch of young ones. Man, it's hard to see in here. Oh, looks like 2 of my vehicles have stopped now. That's done. That was quick. Didn't use much fertilizer either. And we'll get the outfield fertilized, and I think we're gonna feed one more load of TMR, and I think we're gonna move ahead to October. Yeah, looks like we're done. Let's get this put away. It's a good seed drill. I like it. I like it. Oh, we should probably roll too. Jeez. So many things to do. Do I have the patience to roll? You know what? I gotta think about that for a second. Hang on a second. Rollers. So we're currently using, what are we using? We are using this guy, I believe. Is that correct? That's that what we have? No, that's not what we have. What do we have? We've got Uzdoken. Oops. And this one. This is what we have. 9.5 meters. Now I could go up here to 12.3, or I could go even bigger. This would make things go a lot faster, wouldn't it? That's 350 horsepower, 24 meters. This is 275 and it is 27 meters. This one's actually bigger. This guy, 12 meters, 120 horsepower. I'm thinking this might be the one right here, 32,000. I think we should change up. Gonna add, it's only about 3 meters, right? It's not that big of an upgrade. But there's a big jump, like from here to here. What should I do? Look at the price difference, though. Holy smokes. 12.3, 32, 180 horsepower versus 120 horsepower, 12.3. The price is quite different, so I think we'll upgrade. Let's upgrade. Let's do that. Let's spend some money. So let me buy this. And then maybe we'll keep this one as well. Maybe we'll run 2. Let's go pick that up. We'll run two rollers. We'll do it. We'll get it knocked out today. We won't rush the day. We are way overpowered for this, but that's okay. Let's knock out this little field here quickly. Oh, actually, we're still fertilizing. It's almost done, but I'll get started on the biggest field, I think. And we'll run the hoe next month. All right. It's not huge, but 12 is not bad. 12.3 is not bad. Okay. Da-da-da, I need this. I'm going to need this guy in a minute. How much of the map do I own now? Not that much, really. We step back. We look at farmland. So I own this. I own all this. I own this piece of land and this piece of land. And I just bought these in this morning's episode. So what, maybe a third? Maybe a third of the map, if that. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we'll get them all knocked out. We'll own this map for sure. But, you know, there's still so much to do, like these huge forests here. I'm gonna have to get creative with what I do with these. I don't know that we're gonna keep them as forests. I think we'll use them for something. Okay, I'm done with fertilizing. Let's put this away. I'm gonna snag the other roller. We'll do a teamwork to get things rolled. I should probably just buy another one like the one I just bought. It's good to have some variety. Let me knock out this one here first. Okay, this one's 9 meters, I think. All right. One more load of TMR for the other barn. Whoa, slow down. Now the neat thing about the construction projects is they cost nothing to start. Like it's $1,000 each one. It doesn't matter what you're building, it's $1,000. So we're gonna take advantage of that. We'll get a whole bunch of houses lined up. Oh, it's gonna be bumpy. There we go. Need to smooth that out a bit, don't I? Sounds like a beer, but it's not. It's a bubbly, apple flavored bubbly. Get in there. I'm getting good at this. I can do 2 at a time. Okay, so that's done. Maybe we'll do the construction start right now while we're waiting on the rolling. So let me get this put away. And by put away, I mean I'm gonna bring it over here. We're gonna need some shed work over here, I think. There's many little projects. I'd like to get some more trees out here. Probably gonna move the house over here on this little piece of land by the creek. That'll be our homestead, our house. Maybe we'll build one. Who knows? I hated building the first one though. Okay. There's stuff to sell here. I'm not in a rush to do that. Let this go. All right, let's jump down. So here's what I'm thinking. So this piece of land here is a little small for, you know, doing anything significant. The gardens here were a little too tight, a little too cozy. So I've got this store here. This is Farmer's Market, and we're gonna leave that there. That's perfect. I like it. But now let's have a look at this. This should be fun. So we've got this strip of land right here, and it doesn't go very deep. So I think we're going to build a few houses here. Not many. Maybe it'll be 3 or 4 constructibles. Here we go. And now the tricky part, and this is something that I struggled with, is getting them angled the right way. What houses should we build? There's really not that many options, is there? Okay. So what am I looking at here? That is the front of the, no, this is the front of the house right here. Hey, Three Claws Gaming, how are you? So let's build, how far back can we go? I want to try to put it kind of in the middle. So we'll put the first one here. Okay. And then we'll do another one. It'll be like suburbia. All the houses look the same. Let's drop another one. There. We're going to have to do some land smoothing afterwards. And another one here. And one more. We'll do 4. There we go. All out of land. Everything light touches is mine. Really? I thought that was something that was when you put them a little too close to the road, didn't I? Didn't put much room for driveways either. Geez, look what I did here. Oh boy. I think this is gonna need fixing. Now's the time to do it. Now's the time to fix these things. I didn't realize it was going to be this close to the... Well, actually, no. It's the construction yard is usually much bigger than the actual house. So I think I'm going to be okay. But I need to fix this over here. It's okay if they're a little uneven. I mean, most houses are a little bit, you know, as far as to the ground. This is not cool. That is not good. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to delete that one. And I'm going to fix this up and we're going to move it a little bit further back. How do I fix this? Moving. That should maybe do it. Okay, let's try this again. And we're going to go a little bit further back on this one. Right around here. Right here. There we go. That's better. Okay. So those will be my first attempt at creating a kind of a housing. We're going to do, if this, you know, if we can dial this in to make this work well, we're going to have this all over the map. There's going to be houses everywhere. You know, in respectful places, though. We're not going to obviously get rid of the farms, you know. But, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So that's the plan. Let me just... We're going to do it right here. All 3. So we're going to have a lot more of this. Like, for example, this property here. I would love to populate this whole property, this whole area, houses. There's some other areas near where we are. I would like to create something out here. Just to create, you know, another little sub-town or something. And these fields are probably pretty good. They're reasonably flat. So we could do something here. We'll take over some fields for sure, but just not a lot. And then up here, possibly in here as well. Maybe in here. I'm not sure. Maybe up on the hill, right? Where all these trees are. Maybe. You may need more tree plantations. Have you seen what I have? Have you seen what I have? Yeah, let's go over there. Oh, we got some materials here. Here, let's fly up. Well, that's one tree plantation. That is a crazy amount. That is a crazy amount of trees. And then we've got all this here is planted. I don't know if you can see those, but this whole area is planted. That is going to be so much trees and so much wood products. Behind the mill is trail, isn't it? I think you're talking about over here, right? This mill. We're scooting along here at full speed. This mill right here is, it's trails basically, but I mean, we can turn them into roads, right? And look at all these trees that we can grab up. And we could create, you know, like a hillside, you know, community up here, maybe. I don't know. Might look neat. Might look neat. And these are the fields here I was referring to, that perhaps we can build some more houses out here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear as we go. Maybe over here some, maybe. I'm not sure. But I want to do this kind of thing, right? Where you've got a bunch of houses with fences and stuff like that. I would like to create more of that throughout the map. Okay, I need to stop this flying silliness. And nope, denied. I tabbed out. Okay, what's next? What's next? All right, I'm tabbing around here. Almost done here, I think. We're just gonna have the one more field to do. It should not take too long afterwards. And then we'll rest up. So let's jump over to, I want to jump over to the sheep. Not the sheep, the goats, the goats. All right, we're going to get rid of some of the old ones. 11 months, what was their age? Look at the age of some of these guys, 44 months. So if they're full price, I'm going to get rid of them. And then we're going to let them reproduce. So we'll start with those guys. And these guys. And those guys. Okay, so the rest of these are not mature yet. They'll produce some goat milk, but not a lot. That's okay. We don't really need that much right now. And then we're going to run over to this one over here. 6 p.m. So, well, it's 5:59. Somebody rang the bell early. Well, let's check these guys out. Same thing, same plan. All the old ones, and there's not that many actually. It's just these three, so we'll just get rid of those guys. Pretty sure they'll be replaced almost immediately. Okay, it's a few bucks, but it's making room for young ones. So this shed here is probably going to go. We're probably going to sell that, and this house here as well. And I think we're going to do more goat stuff up here. We may redesign the goat stuff. I'm not sure yet. But, you know, we got lots of time, right? Lots of time. Okay, cow barns. I need to check one more thing. How are we doing for straw? Straw is good here, and straw is good here. Okay, I think we're fine. We're in good shape. Hey, Northern Farm Sim, how are you today, sir? This lovely summer evening. We're back on Zielonka. I started, actually, I'll jump over and show you right now. Started a construction project down here where we used to have the greenhouses. So we've got suburbia happening. Come on, jump. There we go. We got 4 houses, construction projects in a row. We're going to put all nice little fences. We'll put in some driveways and whatnot. Should be awesome. Should be awesome. And if this works well, this concept works well, then we're going to do a lot more on the map. I just was talking about it. Beautiful days lately, indeed. Yeah, it's been really nice weather this week. Very nice. Okay, where are we at? This guy's done. I think the other one should be almost done if it's not done already. Actually, why don't we just use this one? And start right away. Okay. This new roller works well. Those houses should either be lots of work or very expensive. Yeah, well, we are hoarding. We're hoarding materials right now, and I don't know if you saw this. No, don't sell. Jeez. I want to go there. Why did it... What the heck? Oh yeah, I almost sold all of our friggin' products. I would have lost my mind. So all this stuff here, I've been storing it up. We're building up an inventory of all of our construction materials. We're going to fill this sucker out, and then when my forest is ready, which is looking awesome, then we're going to be ready to start all these construction projects. So, it's not, I want to say it's not going to cost much, but I mean, it is, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much you've watched of this series, Northern Farm Sim, but I've got this field that is mature. How far along is it? It is over halfway to maturity. These are all lodgepole pines, and I have planted a whole other field over here, whole other area full of trees. A bazillion trees. So we're not going to have problems getting wood. That's for sure. I mean, it's going to be a ton of work, though. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong on that. All right, we're done. We're just finishing up Zorch Farming's favorite task, rolling fields. Okay, I need to get my shed business going on here too. I'm in need of a lot of sheds, not only here but also at the other cow barn. Oops. Get in there. There we go. Ta-da! All right. Dun, 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 dun. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I really, really want. I'm gonna grab all this stuff and sell it. Yeah, we're gonna make some fertilizer, guys. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense. We're gonna make some lime from stones. I think we're gonna build another stone production thing where it, you know, spits out stones. I forget what that's called. And we're gonna make lime, and then using the lime, we're going to make solid fertilizer. Okay, we're full. Where am I going to sell this? I think I'll just go across the road here. All right, little bits and pieces. You know what? You know what? Why don't I build that stone thing right now? We can get the lime production going right away. Let's park right here for now. Let's just get stuff done. Visit. All right. Now it's gonna go over here somewhere. This will be the tricky part, is the placement, because we're kind of still undecided in a lot of things. So production, this is worth, I think it's 90,000. Actually, I hope it's 90,000. Oh, it's 99. Okay, I don't have enough money. But I think we're going to set this up somewhere here. Maybe as simple as here. I should put it right here and do another conveyor belt, shouldn't I? No, that wouldn't be good. Yeah, maybe we'll pop it over here. And then we'll be able to create stone, lime right here. So I don't have enough money, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow for that. Unless there's something else I can sell. Is there anything else I can sell? I mean, there's 2 pallets of strawberries there. That's not enough. No, I think we're gonna have to wait. That's okay. We gotta learn to be patient, right? Oh, there's stones in the field. Since when? Since when are there stones in the field? Well, we may as well get set up for tomorrow. I'm just waiting for this rolling to finish so we can move ahead to next month, tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. But we got a ton of mowing to do, so I'm going to set up for that. The other 2 fields ahead of us are not going to be ready. Hi, Bruce. How's it going? How's Australia? Oh, sorry, not Australia. New Zealand doing? Oh. It's a sweet ride. I gotta keep my eyes on the road, though. Okay, my mower kit should be over here. There we go. Very cold. All right, you're Southern Hemisphere, so you're heading into winter. That is so weird. I'm playing on the Rancho Fundo series, and it is based on a Southern Hemisphere seasonal pattern, and it's very strange that everything's backwards. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. We're gonna get this started. We got 2 fields that are ready to go here. It's gonna be a lot of mowing, which is fine. We'll get it done. I'm kind of tempted to merge the fields. I wasn't gonna do it initially, but I kind of feel like maybe we should just knock it out. Get both fields put together, just one massive grass field. It'll be easier to leave it, you know, get the worker start on it and go do some other stuff and come back an hour later and it's done. Where am I? Okay, almost done here. Tomorrow, let's look at the fields a second here. Growth. Okay, let's zoom back in. So these are the grass fields. They're ready. These guys are not ready at all. And then we've got this stuff over here. What do I have here? What is this? Red beet. I'm not going to do that. This has nothing in it. Just looking at these fields that I'm considering buying to do the pigs. I have to get some... I have to get the proper equipment to feed them. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of reconsidering this. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. So I bought these 2, right? This is where the pig farm is going to be, right here. I've got all these fields here, but they're kind of small. And I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't just merge them. Make one field. And then buy some of these as we go for the other components to make the pig food. I think that would make sense to do, wouldn't it? Maybe these guys. Maybe. What's this? Potatoes. And then I think there's a creek that comes through here somewhere. This whole area is open here. I believe there's a creek right here. Yeah, there's a creek. We can put a little bridge over that if we need to. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Instead of having one individual field for each crop, we're just going to build bigger fields. I'm going to build a big one here, a big one here. Maybe buy some here. And that way we'll be able to put out some serious pig food. Oh, I gotta adjust my fan. It's a little warm in my office. Just 1 second, folks. I got this new fan. It's really cool. It's called a Woozoo. 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 And it rotates up, down, left, right, and it, you know, like it'll keep rotating. It'll move all the air around the room. It's kind of cool. Okay, that should be good. Getting a little stuffy. I closed my door to record and to live stream so I don't get any of the noises from outside my room. And In the summer, it gets a little brutal in here. All right, we're almost done here, folks. Almost done. What else do I need to do? Hey, Krustoo, how are things going this afternoon? I was also wondering, are you a fellow Canadian? Yes, sir, I am. I am. I am from Ontario, Eastern Ontario. What part of our great country are you from, buddy? There, I just did a loop. How's that for work? I'm stalling for time here. I just want to move ahead. These guys seem to be taking forever, so hang on a second. Let's just do it ourselves. Southern Ontario. Yeah, I used to live in Southern Ontario. Well, the GTA. I don't know. I don't know where exactly the line blurs between central, southern. Furthest point south you can go. Are you in Niagara area? Welland? We've got some friends down there. All right, we're gonna go a little bit faster. The little trees on the left here are starting to grow. Those are going to be really nice once they're up full. Erie Lake, yeah. It's a nice area. I've been there. Been there quite a bit. Okay, I think this is it. Last little strip. And it's 7:30 in the evening, which is a good day's farm work. Whoa! I guess I shouldn't be riding while I'm folding. Okay, I don't know where to put this because I just took its regular spot, but we got some room over here. All right. Okay, finally we move on. I'm around all the wine tours and greenhouses, yeah. a lot of vineyards down there. There's some near, not too far from where I am too, in Prince Edward County. It's there's a lot of wineries there. Good wine too, like really good wine. Okay, all right, it's a new day. I burned through some money overnight apparently. I want to make sure my swath is on. Definitely on its swathing. And swath dropping is on. Okay, excellent. All right, let's go. All right, alrighty then. Food is still awesome. Looks good. Milk is starting to come in. Straw is okay. You got manure and slurry starting to build up. That is excellent. Come on. There we go. Okay, so next up, weeds. Gotta take care of that, so I'm gonna grab our trusty hoe. And we'll run that hoe. Our fields. I think I might run it. I think I might. Is this the right? Wait, hang on a second. Is this my hoe? Oh man, hang on a second. I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's the hoe. Okay. I've made a mistake before of thinking something's a hoe and it's a weeder or vice versa. So let's get this going. All the fields can use it, so that's going to take a little while. Now we've got to do a second application of fertilizer on some of the fields. Yep. We'll get that going. I guess. Hang on a second. Hey, Bitcaps. Got them. Yeah. Been to that area quite a bit too. Nice. Nice to see a lot of fellow Canucks on here. Alright, I'm gonna go run some more second application of fertilizer. And then once we've done that, I guess we'll start gathering grass. And I want to check and see. Hang on, sorry. My brain's thinking slower than my mouth. Actually, my brain just died. I don't remember what I was going to say. All right, lime. Okay. I want to see if I can... actually, do I want to help with manure? No. Hey, Ermeglio, how are you? We got a lot of Canucks in the house tonight. Oops. Aim better. Let's go grab up some more fertilizer. We're gonna need more. Watching from downtown Toronto. Jeez. Oh boy. That's amazing, actually. The demographics of my channel. YouTube does supply me with certain amounts of info about who's watching my channel, and the vast majority of my channel is of my audience, and I don't know whether it's subscribers or just viewers or what, but those are two different things. But vast majority are US folks from the US, and then second place is UK, and then Canada, and then after that it kind of tapers off. People all over the place. I have not looked at it in those types of analytics and demographics recently. Like, I think it was, maybe a year ago that I last checked, so I'll have to see if that's changed. Alright, more fertilizer. Yep. And then vast majority, like huge majority are men. But I do have some lovely women that watch the channel. That is awesome. And what else? There's some more other stuff. Doesn't give too much detail. Yeah. Not too much detail per se, you know, it's still very unidentifiable information, so I can't tell who's coming from where. But I can just see the general numbers. Mine's only 5% Canada, last 28. Yeah, mine's probably like that as well, I think. Okay, we don't have much here. I'm gonna head back because I've got a bunch of bread to sell, and we've probably got some dairy products as well. Let's get that mine thing going. Yeah, Northern Farm Sim is also a YouTuber. He's got a great channel. Got really good content on there. Check it out. Check it out. I think he lives about, maybe an hour and a bit away from where I am. Where am I going? Oh yeah, right. Red. A little bit more. Back up. Back up. Oh man, old guy farms. I know how that feels. I've had a lot of stuff going on here lately. A lot of challenges, life challenges. Okay, I gotta be careful with my corners because I have a tendency to tip over. We're just gonna go sell some products. I want to start that second mine. I'm calling it a mine. I know it's called a debris crusher, but I'm calling it a mine. It makes rocks. Okay, that's enough money. We should be able to do that now. Probably going to go sell some more stuff in a bit, but downloading Rancho Fundo right now, going to give it a try. You know, everybody's got preferences, man, but Three Claws, that is by far my favorite map so far. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's got an update. That map has an update, and oh, we got a lot of bread here. Have you heard of ArgZ Gaming from New Zealand? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I follow ArgZ all the time. Hey, Victor Jones. ArgZ's awesome. Okay, let's build out, let's do that build. Let's get that second debris crusher set up. I'm just trying to figure out where I want it though. I think it's gotta go like this. 99. I think we'll just put it here. I mean, I don't really know where's the ideal space for this. I think we'll pop it here. What do you think, guys? I need more sheds, and I need a silo somewhere. But there we go. And that is not a production per se. It will produce stones automatically. I don't have to turn anything on. There's no input. There's the stones coming out. We're going to gather these stones and we are going to put them into this production over here. And we'll make lime. So let me turn it on. So I am motivated to get that going. Lime. Let's start that. Activate. And what is the water capacity here? 2 million. Okay, I can't turn on automatic. That'll cost a fortune. So, yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We got the lime. And we are going to make fertilizer from digestate. Now, obviously, I have to make digestate, right? I don't have a BGA. So we'll get on that. But the idea here is we'll be making our own solid fertilizer and selling any extra. Selling any extra we have. How are we doing with seeds? Seeds, we're going through them very quickly. And that is wheat seed. So I need wheat. We'll have some soon enough. Okay. All right. What's next? Okay, this is done. We're going to move on to the next field. I'm going to go with this guy over here. I personally would love to see the original Yukon Valley map to come to FS25. I don't know if I've seen that one. One map I would love to see, that the bug-free version, we'll call it, is Dredge Creek. I would love to see that debugged. It was the FS22 version was very problematic for me anyways. That was a really cool map. I like that. Very unique look and feel. Let's get this fertilized. FS19 had the original, but the remake smaller map for FS22. I have to, I'm gonna have to go off ModHub. I'm starting to learn that there's some pretty incredible maps that never make it to ModHub. But I'm so wary about going to these websites. I've had problems in the past. Okay. I need to switch this guy. Okay. All right, sounds good. Now I gotta come pick this stuff up. Let's look at the used market for a second. Anything interesting in here? Not really. See, NFS. Thank you. Thanks for dropping in, bud. Okay. I gotta keep remembering all the little chores that I have to do. We got a bunch of stuff here that needs to be put away. King mods is where I had some problems. There we go. How much we got in here? Oh, we got room for lots. Good stuff. All right, let's go sell some more of this stuff. I need this truck. That's why I need to get it unloaded. So I'm gonna grab up this pallet here. I want to check something actually. Let me look at the grain mill. Still have 42,000 liters of oats. That's being transferred over. So I have oats flour on distributing right now. And where is it? Grain mill, carpentry, dairy. Industrial bakery. Okay, here we go. It's burning through all this stuff very fast. So, okay. I was basically just checking for bottlenecks. Make sure one wasn't going too much faster than the other. Got room for 5 pallets here. Oh, sorry, sir. Let's grab up what we can here. We'll go sell. That it? No more room? No, no more room. Where am I going with this? Let's go sell to the farmer's market. Oh boy. We got 20,000 bucks in the bank, which really is not much right now. Itch.io is actually a really good place for a lot of stuff. I use that for World of Warcraft mods and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Okay, that's 36,000. Couldn't open the car door this morning. It was frozen solid. That's a sign. You gotta stay home and play Farm Sim. There's always a silver lining. Okay, I wanted to free up this truck so I can go up to the sawmill, sort out some of the products there, get some stuff put away. I'm excited to see the first growth stage on that second tree farm. I don't know if it's up yet. Should be up soon. No, not yet. I've got this whole area here that I can put some more trees in or something. to the right. I haven't gotten around to it yet. All right, this is the stuff I want to grab up and throw into the warehouse. Oh, of course. Yeah, without getting too much of a discussion going on World of Warcraft here, but those mods are all going away. The raid warning stuff, the rotation stuff, the raid warning stuff, it's all going away, but Blizzard is canning it. Okay. Doom. Krustoo, if you remember Westburg Hills from, I believe, Farm Sim 17. No, I do not actually, because I didn't play Farm Sim in 17. I only started in 19. Got a little bit of wood here. This is from those tornado trees that I took down on our property. Oh man, it's loud in here. You're working on a personal remake for playthrough, but I'm turning it into Canada. Oh yeah, okay. I did a series, actually I'm doing Nottenthal right now, which is a Canadian map. I'm running that series right now, Manitoba. And in FS22 I did another Canadian map, what was it called? It was in New Brunswick. Westburg Hills? Is it Westbridge Hills you're talking about? Or is it really Westburg? Okay, I think that's it for this. I'm gonna head back. We're gonna check on the field work. Once we're done with that, I'm gonna get going with the grass. Gotta get that going, eh? Let's pop in here. Oh, forgot to hit the brakes. Okay. Where are we at? This is finished. And I've got one more field to hoe. One more field to fertilize. There we go. Need more Canadian maps. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see. There's one, there's a map that came out, believe it or not, on FS22 after FS25 launched, or very close to it, called Abbey, Saskatchewan. I want that map on 25. I would love that. I would love to see Ontario maps. I don't think I've ever seen I don't think I've ever seen an Ontario map on FS. I could be wrong. I'd love to be able to make my own maps. That would be incredible. I just don't know if I have the time or the patience to learn how to do it. It looks overwhelming to me. I'm extremely grateful for the people that do it. I put in all the hard work for all these mods. It's amazing. That's one of the most beautiful things about it, the farming simulator game genre, is the amount of cooperation from the community. Okay. Where are we at? This is what I wanted to check on. That's doing pretty good. What else do I want to accomplish tonight? I live in farm country, in Ontario farm country. I would love to see stuff from around here. That'd be really cool. My home, my property is surrounded by farm fields, and well, up until just recently, now there's a field around my property that just got sold that they're going to be building houses on, so I'm going to have neighbors, which I'm, not super crazy about. Not that I don't like neighbors. I just lived in suburbia all my life, and I moved out here to not have neighbors for but the guy that was running the property around us before is beef and pig farmer. So just meat, livestock, and he's a legit farmer. He's got 400 acres of property, most of which he runs hay and silage and stuff like that. But he runs, I think he's got about 40 head of cattle at a time. And a few pigs and lots of he's got gardens and stuff like that for personal use. We have chickens, just chickens, and dogs and cats. All right, how are we doing here? Are we done yet? Let's check out the status of these. Where are we? Over here. Growth. This is what I want to see. All right, they're all well fertilized, and this is being weeded. This was already weeded, and this is not fertilized here. I don't know why it skips that, but I feel like I should run down there, right? Okay, let's just do it. Maybe I need to reform the field. Maybe that would help. Mostly corn grown out here. Yeah, Dad lives in PEI, potato land. Yes, PEI, so many potatoes. New Brunswick as well. I almost took a job many years ago, probably, I want to say maybe 15 years ago, at the McCain's in New Brunswick. I would have to move to New Brunswick for it. And I didn't get the job. I didn't get it. That would have been interesting. Grapes, field tomatoes, greenhouse, veggies, marijuana, some basic field crops are growing near me. Yeah, that's pretty much the kind of stuff that we grow around here. We have a greenhouse. We have two fields. Yeah, well, fields. They're gardens. They're huge gardens, and we use ground cloth cover for them. Keep the weeds out, and we just this year we're putting in the lower acre. We're putting in corn, potatoes, and squashes. And in the upper garden, we've got tomatoes. We've got beans. What else? What else we got there? Brussels sprouts. A couple of different types of beans, actually. Last year we put in black beans, and we got tons of black beans. They're awesome. We use them a lot. Like, we like kind of Mexican kind of food and you know, taco stuff and Tex-Mex and all that kind of stuff. So, all right. What am I doing next? Do you refarm vids at all? Do I do real farm vids? No, I don't. My wife has a channel. It's kind of dormant right now. It's called Buttercup and Fern Homestead, and we did some filming of you know, homesteading kind of stuff. Yeah, it's called Buttercup and Fern Homestead on YouTube. Older videos. There's all kinds of stuff in there. It was actually a bushcraft video channel first, and then got converted into a homesteading. Because we were heavy into the bushcrafty stuff for a while. All right, let's go get some. Oh, is this powerful enough for this? I think it is. I think it's the Voltra that's not powerful enough. Where am I going? I'm daydreaming. All right, let me go through this. Yeah, let's get this party started. I'm gonna need to get this guy out of the way, so I think I'll do that right now, so I don't have to worry about it. How are we doing for time tonight? Oh man, it's amazing when you're live streaming how fast time goes. I thought we were 45 minutes in. We're an hour 50 in. Okay, so I feel like I need to make a big to-do list. All the stuff that I need to do. I need sheds out here. That's for sure. I need to start planning the pig farm. I was hoping to do some of that tonight, but I decided not to. I need to get more stuff first. I want to get it started properly, you know. My income is problematic right now. We're not getting that much money in. We're going to need a lot more. So I need to focus on that a little bit. What else? What else? All right, let's get some of this done. I need to consider starting those construction projects, although I don't see the point in rushing because I don't have any more planks. We're going to need long planks, we're going to need beams, and I just don't have the trees to be able to do that yet. So I guess alternative would be to maybe buy buy a property that has trees on it. That might be a way to do it. Let me just grab this up here. Going to be a little while still since our trees are ready, so maybe that's what I'll have to do. Maybe I will consider buying a property that's got some trees on it. Then I can get some stuff going. I think about that. Now, one thing I want to try, see all the weeds? See all the weeds in the cow pen? That's because I put the pasture on top of a field that was already there. And it did not erase the weeds. For some reason, the weeds are still there, the pasture. So I'm wondering if I can, I guess, cheat, because it's a closed gate. You can't get in there with vehicle, but if I can cheat and throw in, you know, using super strength, and throw in a weeder or something, a sprayer, get rid of all those weeds. Have you got trees on your own place? In my own real life place? Yes, we've got some trees here. Yeah, not a lot. Like I said, it's mostly open farmland around us, but there's a bit. We planted some fruit trees. So this grass is going into this dryer here. It's going to be turned into hay, which is going to get distributed automatically to the TMR production. This year on my own property, we are looking to add a bunch of trees, mainly because of the news of, you know, new neighbors coming in. And it's not that we don't want to be social or anything, but we do want privacy. Before we didn't have to worry about it. I basically couldn't see a neighbor before. So, you know, if I went to garden naked, I could do it. Not that I do that, but I could. Now that's all going to change. The families, there's actually one property, 2 houses are going to be built on it. There's kids, grandma, grandpa. It's like a whole big kind of family, and they seem like really nice people. So, you know, there's that. But that said, I would like to create some, you know, delimiters on the property and a little bit more privacy so that we can naked. No, we're not going to do that. Nobody wants to see that. I'm protecting them if I do it. More about their privacy than mine if I start doing that. My wife and I still one day are planning to, we're waiting for just the right rainfall. It's basically to go out and dance naked in the rain. But, you know, yeah, it's not like we haven't had the rainfall. So it's a little too cold. It's a little too warm. It's, you know, we just never got to it. Just one of those life bucket list things you do. It's even funnier at old age. Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap up in a couple of minutes here. I gotta go put the chickens to bed. And it is extremely warm in my office right now. Too warm. I need to figure this out. I'm actually looking into, I don't like real air conditioners. Like, this is an old house. It's a century home. and so there's no central air here. So we have window air conditioners, and we can put them whatever windows we want. But I don't like them. I'm not a fan of air conditioning to start with. They give me a sore throat most of the time. So I try to stay away from it. I'd rather it be a little bit too warm and uncomfortable than, you know, have to deal with an air conditioner. But I am considering looking into one of those air conditioners. It's basically a fan, but you put a block of ice in it. So every night you have to make yourself, basically you have to make yourself regularly make yourself a block of ice, and then you just put it into this device, and it just basically blows cool air off the ice for X number of hours or whatever, how long it lasts. And I'm thinking I might get one of those just for my office, so that I can have a bit of cool air without the air conditioning and with my windows open, just to take the edge off during the summer, because it does get very hot in here. Last year I had a window air conditioner, but it was too loud. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't record. I couldn't work. It's too small of an office. So I'm gonna look into it. I'm pretty sure I can find something on Temu or something like that. Something cheesy. That might do the trick. Sounds like a swamp cooler. Do you live in a humid climate? It can get very humid, yes. Indeed. And it's the humidity that does it. The heat is not a problem. It's the humidity that's a real pain. It's not good for heat. It's not good for cold either. Over the decades, it's getting warmer in the winters. So we were getting very humid winters now. It used to be dry. When I was a kid, it was dry winters, and it was great. You get the snow and everything, but yeah. If that system won't work well in humidity, I would research it. Okay. I'll check it out. I've seen a lot of DIY stuff, but, I think maybe there's somebody that sells a decent one. That said, with my office door closed, and if I was to close the window, my computer generates a ton of heat, right? That's one of the big problems. My GPU heats up, and it's not a problem in the winter. In the winter, it keeps my office nice and warm, but in the summer, it gets a little brutal. So we'll see what we can do. I got a fan going right now, and it's not a problem when my office door is open. It's just when when I want the recording privacy, that's a bit of a problem. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. We're gonna finish this off camera. Not quite sure what I'll do else off camera. We'll see. But I'll finish this grass harvest, get it into basically. Oh, we're full. Basically get it in to be turned into hay, which will be distributed. So, yeah, made some good progress. They sell evaporator which is water runs down a straw pad and the fan blows through the cool water. Oh. Very cool. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have an amazing week. And tomorrow, Nadenthal. Another episode. We got 3 episodes this week. 3 episodes of Rancho. And then back to Zielonka next Monday night. So, good night, everyone.